Shalom and welcome to my kitchen here in Israel. With Hanukkah coming up, I wanted to share with you another one of my favorite recipes. Today, I'm going to teach you how I make potato latkes. Latkes are eaten on Hanukkah to symbolize the miracle of Hanukkah. The oil that the latkes are fried in symbolizes the oil within the menorah in the second temple that had enough oil for one day, but by the power and miracle of God, it stayed lit for 8 full days. There are many different types of latkes that you can make, like sweet potato, golden potato, spaghetti squash, and even pizza latkes. Those recipes are linked in the description below. But today, I'm going to make my classic potato latkes with you. Here are the ingredients that we're going to need. Potatoes, onions, eggs, flour, salt, pepper, and canola oil. You are also going to need a large bowl, a cutting board, a chopping knife, a peeler, a large deep pan, tongs or a flat spoon, and a grater. You can use a food processor with a grater attachment if you have it handy, but I'm going to be authentic and to use a hand grater today. Now let's get started. First things first, peel and grate your potatoes and onions in separate bowls. And if you aren't going to grate the potatoes right away, then place them in a bowl of cold water until you're going to grate them so that they don't dry out. After you've finished grating the potatoes, drain the grated potatoes and the onions either with a paper towel, a cheesecloth, or a clean kitchen towel to get rid of any of the excess water. And then put the mixture in a clean bowl when you're finished. You are doing great! Isn't this so much fun? Now you're going to pour the potato and onion mixture into the large bowl and stir in the eggs. Then add the flour 1 tablespoon at a time until the mixture holds together as a wet paste. You may or may not have to use all 4 tablespoons, so use your best judgment. Oh, and don't forget to season with the salt and pepper. It's what makes it delicious. All right, here is my final mixture. You could see that all the little pieces are totally wet and part of the mixture. It has the eggs, it has the flour, but that they're all mixed together. There are no chunks here. You could also see little pieces of the pepper, which means it will have really delicious flavor. Now is when things really start to get fun. We're going to heat up the oil, so pour the oil into our large deep pan. 1 to 2 inches of oil is good for frying, and heat it up over medium to high heat. While the oil is heating up, I'm going to show you how to make these latkes. So you take a little spoonful, and you can put it straight into your hand. Now, what you want to do is make it round and a little bit flat. It should be on each side, really, really beautiful and together and flat. And it's okay if on the outside there are some pieces coming out. Those are going to be the crispy ones. So you could decide how thick you want it, how thin you want it, and depending on that, if it's thinner, it will be crispier, the whole thing. And if it's thicker, you'll have a little bit more fluffiness inside. Now that the oil is hot, we're going to make our latke, our leviva, make sure it's flat, and then we're going to put it in the oil, frying it for around 2 minutes on each side until it's crispy and delicious. As the mixture gets lower, you're going to realize that there's a lot more fluid. So we're going to squeeze it out a little bit more as we flatten it to make sure it's not too wet. Now don't forget, we're going to fry them for around 2 minutes on each side until they're golden brown. Now we're going to take the tongs and lift the finished latkes out of the oil and place them on a paper towel to drain. Hakol mukhan, it's finally ready. Now let's try them. B'teavon, bon appetit. Those are good. Traditionally, they're served with sour cream and applesauce, but you can also use whatever sauce you like. Thank you so much for making latkes with me here today in my home, in my kitchen. I want to hear from you, so let me know how you liked it and the other recipes that I've made videos of, and if there's any other recipes you'd like me to cover. So comment down below. Have a blessed day. Chag Hanukkah Sameach. Happy Hanukkah and Shalom.